All right, this is a warning. This is going to be a graphic entry, so if you are not of legal age, please skip to the next one. Seriously. April 30th, 1999. I think I dated the one before this wrong. The one before this was April the 20th, but I think I called it April the 30th. Anyway, this one is April the 30th, 1999, and it's called Cancun, Mexico. The more I learn about Alan Schreier, the more I love him. It's the end of a perfect day in Cancun. We flew in yesterday and strolled the grounds of Caesars Park with its cascading terraces of pools, waterfalls, and palms. We had dinner in the Serenita with its huge glass windows overlooking the Caribbean Sea, and then retired to our room for a relaxing evening and many much needed hours of sleep. Our lovemaking was wonderful as always. Alan has taught me so much. He has shown me how to slow down and appreciate every moment for exactly what it is, a great and wondrous gift, a gift from God, a gift from each other, and a gift from ourselves. He bought a book for me by Richard Carlton called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. What insight and love he displayed in this thoughtful gesture. In reading the book, I recognize his pearls of wisdom offered to me before at appropriate times. He is a quick learner and retains so much of what he reads and hears. I am often amazed at the facts he has committed to memory. He knows all of the movie stars' names, their histories, the list of all of their spouses, and could probably tell every detail about every film they were ever in. At first, I thought this to be a huge waste of perfectly good brain cells, but in learning about him, it seems integral to what makes him successful. One of his finer talents is in the way he relates to people. He has a natural, easy manner, and people genuinely love him. Through this trust, he is able to get what he wants: a favor, a deal, a sale, me. Scary thought. I am powerless in his presence. I feel weak and vulnerable and needy, 3 words that otherwise would never be used to describe me, but I digress. Alan has taught me to slow down. When I slow down, I am at peace. I don't stutter as much, and sex is the best it's ever been. I don't know how many times he has reminded me to slow down and enjoy myself. He is so erotic in his masterful, provocative way. When I feel him enter me, I savor the moment and feel the sensation of having him touch me so deeply inside and in such a way as no other man ever has. I feel my body give way to him and yield physically and mentally to his every desire. Speaking of which, I wrote a poem called Yielding that I also forgot to record, so I'm going to do it after this. I reach climax after glorious climax by really feeling every moment of our intimacy. Outside the bedroom, he is ever extending his love to me. He opens doors, moves chairs, reaches out to help me, carries things, and is always asking if I'm okay. Even when he's not asking, I see him watching for any opportunity to step in and make my life easier or better. What could be more endearing than this? I am so blessed. Maybe I've died and this is heaven. Although I feel helpless to escape his powerful hold on my heart, I feel safe with him. I know that he will protect me from all that I fear, including myself. He doesn't proclaim his love with as much frequency or flowering speech, but it's abundantly clear in his tender touch, his gentle embrace, his soft kiss, and every essence of his attitude and action toward me. He lays beside me now reading The 11th Commandment by one of his favorite authors, and it is all I can do to keep from climbing up on him and expressing my love for him. I can't think about him without wanting to be as close as humanly possible. I don't like people to cross into my personal space, which is about 4 to 5 feet in diameter. I especially detest it when people not only cross into this space, but then touch me. But with Alan, I just can't get close enough to him. Even when he is inside me and I feel that we are one, I just can't get enough of him. I fear I will drive him away with my dependency. It feels so good to be loved for the first time in my life that I just can't imagine what life would be like without his love. Later, we did the jungle tour, leaving from Barracuda Marina. It consisted of a 2-person speedboat ride along the bayside of Cancun, through the mangrove swamps, and then out to the Caribbean reef. The ride out was exhilarating. as Alan sped along, sometimes bringing the whole boat up off the water. At the reef, we all got off for about 30 to 45 minutes of snorkeling. Alan saw a parrotfish and tried to show it to me, but I missed it. I saw a myriad of other beautiful tropical fish. I dropped my snorkel, and with the life vest on, I couldn't dive down deep enough to reach it, but our guide, Carlos, was kind enough to retrieve it for me. Getting back into the boat was like trying to mount a tall horse bareback. Alan stubbed his finger pretty badly. We then rode single file at top speed back to the marina, where Alan bought the photo they had taken of us for $7. The tour itself was about 3 hours and cost $77 for the both of us. Right now, the exchange rate is 9 pesos for $1. We came back to the hotel, swam in the terraced pools, and enjoyed a drink at the swim-up bar. Alan recognized an actor from the HBO hit series Oz, and one of the men in the threesome had a tattoo of Oz on his arm. We laid in the loungers and read on the beach, but the Latino music and the rhythmic crashing of the turquoise waves soon lulled us off to sleep. When we awoke, we had dinner at the Serenita, and then returned to the lovemaking we had started in the shower together this morning. Alan had offered to break a common Jewish taboo this morning, and I knew he meant sharing a shower. The water was warm, and our bodies were hot for each other. He brought me to an exhilarating finish, but, as is always the case, I was then shaking too badly and too weak in the knees to bring his body to orgasm. He's very understanding of my limitations, and his kiss told me he could wait until later. Now it was later, and this time he would not go away dissatisfied. And then this was from April the 19th, 1999. It was called Yielding, a poem that I wrote for him. The music, sensuous and low, surrounds me like the velvet night. Beneath the celestial starry glow, it bathes me in the faint moonlight. Your kiss, a memory on my lips, a yesterday has come and gone. Back to that time my memory slips, escape from being all alone. In every thought you are a part, so much so I don't even know where my world ends and yours does start, as more entwined our two lives grow. I feared my sense of self I'd lose if I should yield to any man, allowing him to help me choose a part of how my life is ran. And yet to you I freely give carte blanche to choose for both of us, the way that we'll select to live, because in you I fully trust.